A very good evening to you as we bring you our co-featured attraction of the evening. Brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing. Also in association with World of Boxing and DeBella Entertainment. Sponsored to you by JD Sports and TC1. All the action coming to you live on Dazn, where it's always fight season. This final eliminator for the WBA 154 strap is scheduled for 12 rounds. It is sanctioned by the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission, the Administrative Chair, Joe Miller. This contest is also sanctioned by the World Boxing Association, the President, Gilberto Mendoza, Jr. The three judges scoring this contest at ringside are, at the 10-point must system, Karen Holderfield, Jesse Reyes, and David Sutherland, and our referee at the sound of the bell, Gary Ritter. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, introducing our fighters. First in the red corner with trainer Lee Morvant. Tonight wearing black with white trim, he officially weighed in at 153.2 pounds. Tonight he enters this contest with an outstanding record, 22 bouts, 20 victories, including 9 wins by way of knockout, against 2 defeats. Introducing to you the former WBC Continental Americas Super Welterweight Champion, the Fighting Pride of Plaquemine, Louisiana, Eric Babyface Assassin Walker. And his adversary, fighting out of the blue corner tonight with head trainer Joel Diaz. Wearing the white tonight with green, red, he officially tipped the scales at 153.6 pounds. All right, this international titan enters the contest perfect. 5 bouts, 5 victories, all by way of knockout. Presenting to you the current WBA Intercontinental Champion, hailing from Kipa, Uzbekistan, the undefeated Israil Madrimov. And our referee once again at the sound of the bell to give the instructions, Gary Ritter.
Big moment here for Eric Walker.
Hold up, guys.
He said this fight would change his
Getting my
life.
instruction from the producer here.
Not sure what the holdup is.
Okay, gentlemen, this is 12 rounds. It's a WBA eliminator. Expect you to conduct yourself as champions. You received your instructions earlier. Give us a spirited, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Both the trunks are good. Anything below here is a low blow. Anything here. Touch your gloves. Good luck.
WBA title eliminator, you heard it. Eric Walker, 20-2 with 9 knockouts, 37 years old. He says it's now or never for me. Madrimov just 25, but he is fast-tracked for a world title opportunity, and he could get it with a win here tonight. Madrimov in the white trunks with white gloves. Walker in the black with black. Scheduled for 12. How does Walker set the tone early that he's not going to be a pushover?
Because he's savvy, he's tough. When me and Andre Ward sparred him, I remember Andre telling me, hey man, I really like the timing of him. I like the body shots. He throws smart punches and smart combinations.
Ooh, a nice right.
And he's starting off fast right here. He's getting the respect of Madrimov. He punches and doesn't pose. He punches and looks for a shot coming back. He's always waiting for the counter, Walker is.
Walker is the taller fighter, but you wouldn't know it by that wide stance and almost a crouching posture for him.
And that's what he has to do with the shorter fighter, Madrimov. You don't want to fight too tall whenever you're dealing with fighters that can jump up as fast as they can when they're so fast with their feet. Madrimov, you got to watch out. Any angle he's in, he could spring up with power.
One of the few fighters that has been able to fight this year, Madrimov, with a one-sided stoppage over veteran Charlie Navarro back in February on Dazn. He's already ranked 3rd by the WBA at 154 pounds. Walker at 37 is nicknamed the baby-faced assassin. Can he still be called that at 37?
Stop.
Shouldn't he drop the baby? Shouldn't he just be the assassin?
I think he looks pretty young for his age.
Sort of like remember Lil Bow Wow? He dropped the Lil, he just became Bow Wow.
I wasn't a fan of Bow Wow.
Punch out, your hands are free. Punch out.
Madrimov landing some good body shots earlier.
Stop.
One caught the attention of Walker, and from there he's been covering up. But Walker threw back some body shots at Madrimov, so he's getting what's coming.
The over-under, according to Vegas, on this fight, 6.5 rounds, Sergio. Which way do you think it will go?
And I believe Madrimov hasn't gone over 3 or 4 rounds. So that right there says that Vegas knows what they're talking about, because Eric Walker is going to be a tough challenger.
335 victories as an amateur, although some reports say he had 475 amateur fights. There's no official record. Where he hails from Uzbekistan. Big right hand connects there from Madrimov. For what it's worth, Walker took it pretty well.
Good body shots right there by Walker. He's coming right back. This was a good round for both of them to really display the strategy they had behind to win.
Nice action.
Good work. Good work. Just don't pull back straight out. Angle, okay?
You see Madrimov come in. There's that right hand. It looked like it landed, but Walker turned with it. Here's from the second angle. Walker coming up short with that right hand, but he didn't fall off balance, which was smart. But see, that's why these slow replays are good, because that punch looked like it landed in fast motion.
Good work. How do you feel? How do you feel? Feel good? Okay. Be smart, huh? Stay focused. Let's go. Stay smart. Focus. Let's go.
Round 2. Certainly an unorthodox, unique environment here tonight. No fans outside, and boy, is it still hot. 90 degrees downtown Tulsa, and we are on the asphalt. Look how low Walker's crouching. His knees are almost touching the canvas.
Well, because he has to block the body shots from the shorter Madrimov. He's coming from both sides, and that's what you got to do with shorter fighters. You got to bend your knees down, go to their level. You got to alternate your height as well. Fight tall behind the jab, but on the inside, you better bend them knees. Two polar opposites right here on how these two men learn to box. Body shot there by Madrimov. One learned to fight in the prestigious amateur system of Uzbekistan, fighting with the best of the best, and then you have Eric Walker who learned to fight in prison.
That's right, spent well over a decade at the Dixon Correctional Facility in Louisiana, fighting over 60 times before his release. And it wasn't like a normal ring and a sort of like an amateur system. They would basically rope off an area in the courtyard, and they would go out there and duke it out. He said 9-10 times a year he had amassed a record of 60-1, I believe it was. And he said, listen, I would go in there and fight the same guy 5-6 times a year, but man, the inmates loved it, we loved it, and it taught me how to actually fight. Made his pro debut in 2013, and since then he's won 20 of his 22 pro bouts.
Yeah, I believe he was 61-1 in prison, and he would fight 9 times a year. He did 12 years in the federal penitentiary. Ooh, good right hand by Walker. He stepped back and waited for Madrimov to come in.
Madrimov almost looked down at the canvas for a second. Didn't expect that punch to land.
The best success that Madrimov has had is counters to the body.
Listen to me, both of you.
That's been the best thing for Madrimov. Both sides, he's been digging down, countering to the body of Walker.
Stop. What's the head? Stop. Push me.
This is already the most difficult fight Madrimov's been in.
Yeah, but Madrimov told us this was going to happen. And of course, I told you because I've been in the ring with Walker. There's another counter right hand right there, stepping back. Walker stepping back right on time and catching Madrimov coming in with his head down.
Stop, stop, low blow. Stop now, you got him low. Box.
Madrimov himself told us this was going to be his toughest fight.
Stop, stop. Back up. Box.
So a competitive co-main event through 2 rounds. There's a high above look at the Matchroom Dazn canopy, and we could need it tonight. Thunderstorms nearby, downtown Tulsa, the oil capital of the year. Although I think Houston claims that as well. It's a battle over oil.
Here we're going to see the 2 shots landed by Walker. He dipped back beautifully and countered him with the right hand. That was a clean shot right there that Madrimov took well. Same punch, different angle. Beautiful right there. These are the shots that normally we see Israil Madrimov land. I mean, those are nice counter shots. Dipping back nicely, coming back with a short right hand.
You said he took it well. He didn't take it that well. That seemed to buzz him.
Of course that buzzed him, but he wasn't shook, he wasn't hurt. That was a clean right hand.
And boy, Walker throws a punch before the bell finished dinging.
Dude, this is Walker's big moment. Of course he was on the season 5 of The Contender. He did really well on that show. He ended up losing a close decision to the winner of the show. But can you imagine 12 years in prison, watching that reality show, and finally being on the stage to fight for a title eliminator? This is a dream come true for Eric Walker.
He has only 2 losses coming to Brandon Adams and the late Patrick Beverly. That took grazes off Madrimov's ear.
Stop.
We talked about how impressive Madrimov's footwork is. There's some of it.
It's the first glimpse of the Madrimov footwork, but he's not able to do it with Walker as easy as he is with other opponents.
How about this statistic, Sergio? Last round, Madrimov threw 28 punches. Walker threw 64.
3-1.
3-1?
I don't know. I'm bad at math. Don't be talking about numbers.
Just nod and smile when I bring up numbers, okay?
How about you don't bring up numbers with me? I know punches, okay?
Okay, well, he landed. He threw 64 punches compared to 28, which is not 3-1.
Notice how Walker is kind of shutting down the dazzling footwork of Madrimov.
Stop.
That's already a victory for Eric Walker. If he can stop Madrimov from fighting his fight.
Good body work now from Madrimov, who's shifted his focus.
He's got the most success to the body.
Straight right hand snaps Madrimov's head back.
I like to see more jabs from Walker. Control the time, the 3 minutes. Control 2 minutes of it with the jab, because you know Madrimov's gonna want to finish the round strong. I like those sneaky body shots from the inside by both men.
They are letting the leather fly.
Stop, break, step back. Quit it. Stop. Next one you got done, we'll take the point.
You said that Walker has negated Madrimov's footwork. How has he been able to do that? Oh, and that body shot, is that a knockdown?
No, that's no knockdown.
No.
He slipped. Walker slipped right there. He's been able to do it because he already got Madrimov's respect with punching. So he can't just be careless with his feet and jump in normally like he does. He likes to lunge in from awkward angles. He can't do that with Walker because Walker's hurt him already, or stunned him, or caught his attention, whatever you want to use.
Combinations. Here. When he's coming forward, throw straight right. Invite him to walk into it. Go.
And again, Walker comes right out in the middle of the ring, ready to go. Are you a little worried that maybe Walker is trying to do too much too soon?
No, not at all. This is his moment. I mean, this is a title eliminator. This is his big chance. No way. This is what he has to do. He had to start off fast, get the respect of Madrimov, and he did that.
He's throwing twice as many punches every round. He can't continue that for 12 rounds, can he?
I think he can. This is his moment.
We shall see.
Good. Keep moving in angles. Keep moving.
So many individuals who come out of prison don't really rehabilitate, don't really change their life. But Walker said, I was in prison for 2 weeks and I decided this is not for me. I've got to revamp my entire outlook, my entire life. And that's what he's done. He said his friends, his family, everything came together when he left prison. And here he is on worldwide television fighting Israil Madrimov, and with a win, he will get a world title shot.
Hey, the great Bernard Hopkins did the exact same thing. I believe he did time in prison, came out in his late 20s, and look at the incredible career that he had.
Stop. No knockdown, don't push.
I love the fact that the traffic lights downtown weren't turned off. Keep seeing red, yellow, and green crosswalks.
Madrimov still concentrating on the body. That's what you got to do with these older fighters. You got to take their legs with them body shots.
Right there.
How do you kind of have this scored through the first 3 rounds?
It's evenly matched, but I like Madrimov's clean shots, especially to the body. I would probably have it 3-1 Madrimov or 2-2.
Well, since there's only been 3 rounds, you can't have it 2-2. It would have to be either
2-1. Again, we starting with the numbers, Todd.
Well, 64 is a little more difficult to add up than 4, but you're right. I'll take that one. That's my fault. Nice shot landed there for Walker. And it's interesting, sometimes when Madrimov swings and misses, Sergio, he stumbles a couple feet forward. That's how hard he's throwing these punches.
Yeah, with a savvy fighter like Walker, who's been stepping back slightly, just a couple inches to get some room to land the shots. Madrimov can't fall off balance with Walker.
He's tired.
Exchange body punches on the inside.
Walker has slowed down a little bit in my book. I think the body shots are either catching up, or we finally seen the age catching up on Walker. But this was a slow round, even though it was a tough, gutty round by Eric Walker. He slowed down.
I'm leaving here with sound. I'ma sing so clean like it's not. Got a lot of girls with me in their closets. With me, top promoters have my money. Top better have my
What up, Bucket?
Get that bit back.
Water. Back of my head. Hey, that's how you get away from that left, all right? Don't give him that. Step and slide. Keep it simple. Make sure we're finishing those combos with defense, and when you're in close,
Israil, when you throw the right, throw it to the chest. He's staying low. A little lower. Okay? Jab. 1, 2, hold. Let's go. Come on. Go, Israil.
Back up.
I love the fact that both these guys get off their stool and go toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring by the time the bell rings.
Yeah, but I noticed the body language of Walker. He collapsed into his stool. I don't know if you noticed that, Todd. The body language looked like he is fatigued. So I don't know if it, like I said, if it's the body shots or just the age, but he looked tired in that round.
Well, as I mentioned, the output has been very high for Walker early on. I asked you if he could continue that pace.
And I said yes, but the way he collapsed in his ring in that minute rest, he looked tired for me. So I would like to see Madrimov really pick up the pace right here, and I think that's exactly what his trainer, Joel Diaz, wants him to do.
Here's Beto Duran.
Stop.
just told me that they feel like their opponent is getting tired, and he told them attack the body, body, body. And then afterwards, like, what else did you tell him? He said, keep attacking the body. That's what he wants them to do. They feel like the tide is turning.
There you go. Sergio may actually be right.
Like I said, I know punches, not numbers. But I read body language, man, and right now you can see the confidence with Madrimov. He knows he was going to be in there with a tough fighter, that he wasn't going to take out the first half of the fight. Now this is Madrimov's fight. I could expect Madrimov come out with the dazzling feet and the angles and the speed. Now it's Madrimov's fight from here on.
Look at total punches through round 4. Walker 245 punches thrown, but 8 less. And Madrimov just going right to the body. He's done it. He's forgetting the head's even there. He doesn't even care. He's going to break this guy down from the middle.
And I'll tell you what, I like that strategy because Walker pulled out with his head high in the air and his arms are down, still protecting the body. You could see Walker's arms are down there because he's protecting the body shot. That's going to leave him open for a clean shot.
Well, how do you counter that when you know your opponent's only going for the body pretty much? What do you do?
If you're Walker, you gotta either hold or you gotta
offensively. When you say this guy's coming in to throw my body, what can I do to force him to stop that?
You gotta clinch, back him up, and you gotta try to get the referee involved. You gotta buy time to catch your breath.
There was another swing and a miss where Madrimov did a 360.
See, boxers that know how to use the ring, like Bernard Hopkins and like Hector Camacho, that was a good example. He would hold you, and then the referee will break you. Then he will walk around the entire ring, waste 10 seconds, but he was catching his breath. He knew how to manage the time and not waste energy.
By the way, it's still 89 degrees in downtown Tulsa at 9:20 at night. So fatigue is certainly going to play a part.
You're just looking for the hooks. Come on.
Look at how Walker puts his arms on the ropes. That's a sign of fatigue right there.
Well, Madrimov's doing it too.
Good. Hey, you gotta use more jabs, Israil. Jab, jab, right. 1, 2, straight. Okay, jab, jab, right. 1, 2, straight. Straight right, left hook. You're just looking for hooks and body. Switch it up a little bit. Okay. Take a deep breath. Come on. Here. Water.
Round 6. We're scheduled for 12. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, Todd Grisham alongside the Latin Snake Sergio Mora. And after a strong start, Walker appears to be wilting. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yes, I agree, and you're right. Madrimov's arms were on the buckles as well. Usually the trainers pull down your arms because they don't want you to show that body language of fatigue. But Madrimov's tired too. He's catching his breath in that corner as well. See how he's falling off balance right there, Madrimov? As soon as he threw that punch, that's unlike him.
I just said how hot it is still here in Tulsa. At what temperature did your trainer usually keep your gym for the fighters?
No, we did the opposite of what the great Emmanuel Stewart did. We didn't like training in big shots.
Big ref grazes the brow of Walker, and he may be hurt here. Madrimov letting his fist fly. Does Walker have an answer?
Walker has an answer. He's fighting back. He's holding his ground, fighting back. But he doesn't have the legs to fight back.
They almost both went spilling out of the ring.
Don't tackle him.
Go ahead, Sergio. How did your trainer have your room?
We had it cool. We didn't like it hot because he felt that the hotter it was, the looser your legs got, the more comfortable they got.
Well, their legs are very loose tonight, then.
He didn't want the muscles too relaxed, my trainer would say. He didn't like it too hot.
And Emmanuel Stewart, on the other hand, wanted a boiling ring, did he not?
Yeah, but if you notice, his fighters, the Kronk Gym fighters, they didn't really react good to getting hurt. Their legs always, Tommy Hearns, the great Tommy Hearns, every time he was hurt, his legs couldn't hide it.
Interesting observation. Walker appears to have recovered after that brief scare.
Now we're seeing some footwork from Madrimov.
You could hear that body shot land.
Walker returning the favor.
A nice breeze now blowing down South Boston Street here in Tulsa. Another swing and a miss, and Madrimov goes down.
Stop, don't do that.
And Walker
don't do that again.
Jumping on Madrimov like a horse.
That's not very fucking classy.
How's your experience been so far in Tulsa, Sergio?
Well, the first night scared the hell out of me because of the thunder. It was so loud, 2, 3 in the morning, the thunder was really scaring me, but then I realized that's what their basketball team is called, Oklahoma Thunder. So that put me to sleep like a baby.
So how does Walker turn the tide a little bit? It seems like Madrimov has got his number.
Well, I don't think he has his number. I just think age is the number. That's what's happening here. Eric Walker's age is coming out. I mean, he did really well in the first half of the fight, but I don't think he has the legs to really
punch out?
Be offensive anymore or keep Madrimov off, especially if Madrimov's going to be in angles, jumping in from left to right, going from lefty to righty. It's going to be too hard to catch up.
No more behind the head. You hear me? Next time, it's a point. Bucks.
That's what I want to see more of. See, Walker's not forgetting the body. Anytime you have an active fighter that's going to be jumping up and down, in and out, the body's going to stay still. Keep digging at the body.
Break, step back. Both fighters, step back. Bucks.
Walker looks pretty good when he can extend those arms.
Good run for Walker. Keeping him at the end of the jab. He's fighting with distance.
Deep breath there from Madrimov,
Stop, break.
who was 12 years Walker's junior. That means he's younger, Sergio.
Yes. You're my elder.
Stop. Back up.
Yeah, not for nothing. Madrimov looks a little winded himself. He's looking around in the clinch. He's taking a deep breath. I don't know if it's the heat. I don't know if it's the quarantine, but both these fighters look a little bit tired.
Walker landed some power punches here.
No, this is a good round for Walker. I didn't expect him to have this kind of fighting him, but this is a big moment for him, like I said. So he started off fast. He took off maybe the 5th and 6th, but he's coming out nicely here in the 7th.
Stop.
And it's Madrimov's been holding, or maybe he's taking this round off himself, but this has been a sloppy round for the usual sharp, dazzling feet of Madrimov.
Well, Madrimov said he likes to pattern himself like Triple G. Do you think their styles are similar at all?
Oh, nice right hand right there by Madrimov. No, because maybe the upper body when he stands still, he has the same stance, but not with the feet.
Madrimov doesn't quite look right this round. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Walker's doing well, and he's trying to hold. Madrimov's been trying to hold this fight, so I don't see it right there. We don't see that from Madrimov. I don't know if he got shook up or he's tired. He's fighting fatigue, but he doesn't look right.
He's not making eye contact. He's turning his back.
And Walker's sensing that. He wants to fight.
Punch out.
just a little, he's looking lethargic. This is definitely Walker's round. It is a street fight, and what a job our crew did assembling this from scratch. Started Thursday morning, the crew over 100 people deep, 6 a.m. to midnight every day to get this thing going. How about our lighting guys, the riggers, the camera guys, our producers, directors, everyone who clears the ring. So many people involved to make this what it is. How would you describe this entire setup, Sergio? You're good at descriptions.
Unbelievable, and yes, and you're not a man that's known for consideration. So for you to be thoughtful for the people that set all this up, that's big of you, Todd, because this is incredible scene.
This game that she can exploit. Not only does she think she's going to win, she's going to knock her out. And how about the rebirth of Eric Walker, the baby-faced assassin? He looked gone in the 6th round, and now he's been reborn as Madrimov's eating body shots. He's taking deep breaths. He's dropping his hands.
This is hunger, Todd. This is why Eric Walker was a live dog here. You can never put a price on hunger. You can't put odds on somebody that wants it more.
Madrimov not setting his feet now.
Eric Walker doing exactly what he needs to do. Keep punching, keep backing up, Madrimov.
Madrimov does not look like he can go another 4 rounds after this.
Get your hands out of there. Get your other hand out.
Walker has found the proverbial second win. Is there any chance that we're just overhyping this as they go tumbling down again?
No way, no way. Madrimov is tired, and he just did a veteran move. He tackled Walker right now. He wanted that breath.
Clean this up.
Look at how deep he's breathing, Todd. Madrimov is tired, and Walker's digging.
This would be a catastrophe for Israil Madrimov.
Eric Walker told us he's known as the Dream. I'm going to be his nightmare tonight.
And I kind of gave you a funny look when you said Walker may have taken a couple rounds off. I'm like, taking a couple rounds off, rounds 5 and 6, but sure enough, like a lightning bolt, he has come alive, and Madrimov now is shrinking away.
And that's why me and the great Andre Ward gave a lot of credit to Eric Walker on the Contender, because we were in the ring with him. We knew how he carried himself. We knew that he had the character to not care about the cameras. He was there to win. And now it's coming out. The poise, the experience, the grit, everything's coming out of Walker.
The over-under in this fight was set at 6.5 rounds. That's clearly gone over. And Madrimov, according to some bookies, as high as a 20-1 favorite. Remember, he's never been this far, Sergio. Walker now is asking questions that we didn't have the answers to. Madrimov has come in and bulldozed everybody out right away. 5 fights, 5 KOs.
But they've been matching Madrimov really tough. He hasn't been in there with a fighter under 10 fights, 15 fights, or 20 fights. And that's why he finally ran into a fighter that was the goods. Eric Walker had more than 20 fights, but against legitimate opponents. His only losses, legitimate opponents.
Oh, a big winging right hand in the left land for Madrimov. He's trying to steal this round at the end. But it appears to be Walker's. And this fight, Sergio, is getting closer and closer.
Absolutely. That was a big round for Eric Walker.
Let's listen in.
Come on. Let's come on, he's feeling. You good, Israil?
There's that right hand. That right hand caught the attention of Madrimov. It was right on the temple. Referee broke him up for some reason, but here's the tackle. Madrimov was either hurt or tired. Either way, he did the right thing. And here's an uppercut right here by Walker. Big uppercut right on the forehead of Madrimov.
Let's go, come on, we go. That's what I want to see. Let's go, finish this guy. Finish him up, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Israil, let's go.
When your trainer's slapping you in the face like that, it is not good. They are trying to wake this 25-year-old up.
The only time I seen someone get slapped and it was good, it was Felix Trinidad Sr. He was slapped the hell out of Junior, but Junior was doing well.
What about you're blowing it, son?
Angelo Dundee, he never slapped Ali. Oh no, that was Sugar Ray Leonard. Sorry.
Oh boy, you saw the sweat shooting up in the air. Let's see if Madrimov does wake up. We're in the 9th round, scheduled for 12.
No knockdown, no knockdown.
A WBA eliminator. Is Madrimov perhaps not as good as we thought, or is Walker better than people gave him credit for? I know you gave him credit, Sergio, but the boogies didn't give him credit. We didn't hear anybody in boxing media or social media circles predicting Eric Walker to win.
I didn't predict Walker to win, but I predicted him to go the distance and give Madrimov the toughest fight of his career, and that's unfolding now.
You know, I actually remember giving you an opening earlier tonight. Remember when I said, Sergio, you think he can take him deep and maybe even beat him? And you said, wow, I don't know about beating him, but he can take him late.
And what's happening here, Todd?
He's taking him late, but he might be beating him. It's at least close.
It's close. It's definitely close.
You would think if it's not 4-4, it's got to be 5-3. A huge left. They're going to call
that was
it
a knockdown. Todd, that was a knockdown. That caught him right on the chin. That's a bad call by the referee. Walker's hurt. That's a knockdown.
The referee has called it a slip.
I know. Can you get up?
Let's see.
Give me time. Give me time. Give me time.
They're going to give him time.
That was a knockdown. That wasn't a slip. Gary Riddler is wrong right here. And Eric Walker is taking all the time.
That was a massive left hand. That should be a knockout, Sergio. You're right.
I know. Huh?
Not a knockdown.
Okay.
That was a knockout, Todd.
Well,
Talk to him. He says he's dizzy.
hey, he blew the call. I'm sure when he watches it back, he will agree as well.
He hit him in the head. It was a good punch.
Which is a shame.
Hold on.
It would have been a knockdown, but it wasn't.
I heard the referee, I'm sorry, say it was a clean punch, but he said something else, but I couldn't quite make it out. Look, he can't even. They're going to give him 5 minutes.
Well, now they're going to have to give him 5 minutes now.
Yep. No, man, I'm dizzy. Shit.
You got 5 minutes.
No way.
Maybe Beto can yell at the
Then you tell
referee
me
and
then,
see if
okay?
we can hear him say that again to
You
Beto
can stand up or sit down or whatever you want to do.
to hear exactly why that wasn't called a knockdown.
Okay, it was a good punch. The punch would have knocked him down, but you went ahead and hit him with the shoulder, and that's where he went down. If you hadn't done, I understand. If you hadn't done that, if the fight had been over, you'd probably get a knockout. Okay.
And he didn't even hit him with the shoulder either,
No,
Sergio.
I just think Gary Riddler is trying to make up for his mistake. That was just a bad call. That's a knockout right there. In such a great fight, that would have been a great way to end. But right now, regardless of what happens, whether Walker lasts the distance or he gets stopped, this stopped the momentum of what Madrimov deserved, which was a knockout.
Well, after taking a punch like that, where you're seeing stars, even 5 minutes may not be enough for Walker to come back from that.
No way. When the blood is pumping and the adrenaline's going, and then automatically it stops and you get a timeout. There's no timeouts in boxing, Todd. That right there is going to take it out of Walker one way or the other.
It's been 1 minute. We have 1 minute. Okay. The ruling was it was a good punch, but he knocked him down with his shoulder. So the fight's not over yet. We're having a 5 minute break. He's got it up to 5 minutes. It was a good punch, but what happened after it? The reason he went down. If he hadn't hit him with the shoulder, he probably would have gone down.
So Beto asking the questions. We got the answers, but are you buying that?
No. Did you hear his excuse? He was stuttering. He sounds like you trying to explain yourself to your girlfriend. Well, no, but he
We're
no.
going to go to the scorecards.
Well, so if you're Eric Walker right now, you've been buzzed in sparring, you've been buzzed in fights. How do you shake it off, a punch like that?
You can't shake it off. That's what I just told you. The
You got
momentum is
you got 2
halted.
more minutes.
Walker was fighting the fight of his life. He was 2 rounds away from going the distance. Whether he would have won or lost, it would have been a victory for him and his story. But right now, that just halted the momentum, not only on Walker's part, but it takes away the knockout from Madrimov. That should have been a knockout.
Shoulder. It pushed him through the ropes. Had he not hit him with the shoulder, it would have been a knockdown fight, probably would have been over.
How many
It was
rounds?
concussive.
How many rounds did he win?
He didn't tell you. All right, go on.
So what's the ruling now if Eric Walker can't continue? That's what I'm interested in.
They'll probably disqualify him, which is going to be a disgrace, to tell you the truth, because he was fighting his heart out, and he had everything going for him. Even though he was fighting tired, and there was only 2 rounds left.
They'll go to the scorecards? Yes. No disqualification. It was enough being accidental. We're going to go to the scorecards if he can't continue. If he can continue, there's no penalty, nothing. Sorry? If he can't continue, we're going to go on the scorecards.
Well, that could change everything. I mean, who's to say Walker may not be up?
Well, why are they going to the scorecards? I mean, what stopped the fight?
You good?
Well, let's see if Walker wants to
Ready?
continue.
Okay.
He's up.
No more rough stuff.
But for how
Any more
long?
rough stuff, I'm going to take points away from you, or else I'm going to disqualify you. Okay?
Well, the referee butchered it. There's no other way to say it.
No, I mean, if you can't.
Hopefully for Madrimov, he can bounce
there's
back
no
and pick up where he left off.
To take him or get anything in the head. Huh?
I'm gonna go.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's fine. We're going ahead. Time in.
Oh, big right hand right away from Madrimov.
Is the round over? Is the round over?
It's bizarro world right now in downtown Tulsa. We don't know what's going to happen here. I can't believe Walker didn't go back down again after eating the right hand.
Low blow.
Man, that's his
Stop.
third time.
That shows how tough. It shows the character of Eric Walker. I'm telling you, this they don't make him like this, man. I mean, he's gritty, he's tough. He could have easily taken a way out right there, but he didn't. He got back up and he went right at Madrimov, getting hit with a big right hand in return.
I wonder if any judges will score this as a 10-8 round for Madrimov. Eight seconds to go.
Stop.
Here in round 9.
Time.
Here you go. Tim, well, how would you have scored that 9th round, Sergio?
I don't know. What
10-8,
was the
10-9?
word that you use? It's crazy. I don't know how to.
Bizarro world.
It's bizarro world, Todd.
Really unfortunate that we had that controversial turn. Nevertheless, this has been a very competitive, close fight. Who knows what the scorecards are going to look like if this goes the distance. And how is Walker still standing? That was a hellacious left hand he ate to the jaw.
Madrimov digging every single shot to the body. Walker still pulling out with his chin up. He got caught with a left hook right now.
Either way, Madrimov being tested like he has never been before. And he was getting very fatigued. That was kind of a last gasp left hand there in round 9 that he landed. His hands were down by his side. He wasn't throwing many punches. Walker was taking over.
That actually helped out the younger man. Absolutely. I mean, look at how rejuvenated now Madrimov is. There's bounce on his step. He doesn't look as tired. He's not breathing heavy. That timeout actually helped the younger fighter.
Yeah, Madrimov looks like a new individual in there.
Now he looks like Gennady Golovkin. You asked me earlier, does he remind me of Golovkin? I said no, but now he does because he's going for the kill. And look at the technique and the punch selection of Madrimov.
He knows that leaping left hook scored earlier and put him down.
Watch out.
Wants to land it again. There's an uppercut. Haven't seen many of those tonight. The wind is really picking up here ringside. Vapors blowing everywhere. Storm clouds nearby downtown Tulsa.
Right now, it's Walker that's gone with a win because anything that he had going forward with momentum was halted by that knockdown.
Well, he's lucky to still even be in the fight. It should have been a KO in round 9.
Watch out. Walker's so tired he could fall through the ring and hurt himself.
Let's go. Wake up, Israil. Let's go. 11 coming up.
I don't have a ring card, girl, because I can't tell you.
Don't get too close to him, Israil. Let's go. Create some distance. Let's go.
Two rounds to go. If you're just joining us, Israil Madrimov scored what should have been determined a knockdown and probably a knockout in round 9. But the referee determined that in his follow-through, he pushed Walker down with his shoulder, gave Walker 5 minutes to recover, and that's where we are right now. In round 10, look at the work rate from Madrimov. 76 throw compared to 54, outlanding him 32 to 7. He's going back down to the body.
Stop. Break, step back. Step back. Watch your shoulder.
Going back to that 9th round, Sergio, obviously a knockdown would make it a 10-8 round, but it wasn't scored a knockdown. But if you were a judge, was it still a dominant enough round for it to be scored a 10-8?
No, I don't think it was dominant enough, but the judges can probably see for themselves that it was a knockdown. So because of that, yes, they would give it a 10-8, regardless of what the referee thought he saw.
Well, are they supposed to do that?
I would if I was a judge. If I seen a clean knockdown and he was overwhelming winning that round, I would give it a 10-8.
Don't get any closer than that.
I wouldn't cheat Madrimov with that knockdown.
Counter, come on.
Finish with defense. Slide over, slide.
Right there, work.
Don't stay
Work,
where you
Israil,
want
right
to.
there.
That's where you want to.
Walker is so tired. It would be a shame if he gets hit with something big, pulling out as hard as he fought for 11 rounds. These are the championship rounds.
Well, you can kind of feel for both fighters here. You feel for Walker, considering what he's had to deal with, and you also feel for Madrimov, who should have legitimately won the fight in the 9th round by KO.
Oh, definitely, and I think I made that known. Madrimov deserved to win this fight. The KO victory was snatched away from Israil Madrimov tonight.
Well, he's still got time. One round to go, and Walker does not appear to have much left.
That's what we need right there. Sit. Sit. We gotta get that hand up.
Time. Stop. He's taking a lot of punishment.
Breathe. thank you. I appreciate
All right. What other surprises do we have in store for us with 3 minutes to go? You know Walker's going to give it all he's got.
Usually in the 12th round, you know it's the last round. No matter how tired you are, you get that shot of adrenaline.
Touch him up with speed, let's turn.
This is our co-main event. Israil Madrimov, 5-0 with 5 KOs. They fast-tracking him for a world title shot. Walker, at age 37, believes this probably could be his last chance at stardom.
Probably the last chance of a title shot, but not the last chance we see of Eric Walker. He earned another right for another big fight.
Turn. Start at the bottom. Work your way up. Hands up. Drop and jump.
Still landing big shots on the inside. Joel Diaz on Madrimov's corner didn't want him to get smothered because for that exact reason, he doesn't want to give Walker any chance to land something. It's distance they want Madrimov to fight Walker off.
Give me time. You come over here. Come here. 1 point, low blow. 1 point, low blow. 1 point, low blow. Don't hit him again. Time in.
Like I said, what awaits us here in round 12? A point deduction from Madrimov, and that right hand clipped him and sent him down. Is that a knockdown?
4,
you never know with this guy.
5,
Yes, it is.
6, 7, 8. Walk over here. Walk to me. Can you go?
Yes.
No more punishment. Let's go, Bucks.
No more punishment.
Turn it.
Minute and a half. And you know Madrimov wants the KO. Well, Walker's going down swinging, that's for sure. You gotta love his heart, his determination, his drive, his effort. But it appears that it's not gonna be enough.
Bucks.
I would love to see him clinch right now because it'll be a shame to stop this fight. He is taking a beating, but he's still fighting back. Just if he can hold on for another 50 seconds.
Ooh, left hand from Madrimov again. Backed up against the rope is Walker. And he's throwing back, which leaves him open.
Distance.
Stop, break, step back.
Circle. Come on, don't let him come straight.
Nice footwork there, nice angle from Madrimov.
Stop. No more of that. Why are you doing that? You okay? Bucks.
Hands up. Hands up. Fire.
And Walker, how is he still standing?
Don't let him recover.
Courage.
Now.
That's all heart right there, Todd.
Circle. Don't stand there.
Rev, stop that fight, Rev.
Hands up.
10 seconds.
Fire. Go.
So kudos to Walker for going the distance with Madrimov. Suffering an official knockdown here in the 12th, an unofficial one in the 9th. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that referee Gary Ritter will not be up in nomination for Referee of the Year.
The only credit I could give Gary Ritter is not stopping that fight in those last 10 seconds, which he could have, but that was a moral victory for Walker. If he already went through the fire, let him have those 10 seconds.
I don't expect it to loom large, but remember, a point was deducted from Madrimov despite Walker being knocked down, so that will be what, a 9-8 round most likely?
Don't talk to me about numbers.
Well, how about the replay? Can you talk about that?
See, Walker not committing to that jab because he knew he was going to get countered with that right hand, but he's so tired right now that regardless, he still got hit with that right hand even though he was waiting for it. He didn't have the legs to pull out like he was in the first half of the fight.
Yeah, you could see him flinch before it landed.
He didn't have the stamina or the endurance to get out of that shot. That's how tired Eric Walker was.
Well, hey, what did we learn about Madrimov here tonight? Because he has not been tested. We haven't seen him go into the later rounds. What did you learn about it?
Well, that he needs to continue fighting fighters like Eric Walker, continue fighting these fights with 20, 30 experience, but to go the distance, to know what it's like to go the distance, and maybe that would put the brakes on him wanting to fight for a world title in the next 2 or 3 fights.
Yeah, there were some sketchy moments there in the middle rounds, what, 7 and 8, where Madrimov looked gassed out, and Walker was really taking it to him.
That 6th round, I believe, that Walker came out blasting to the body of Madrimov. I really thought he had a chance to really hurt or at least get a knockdown on Madrimov. I mean, that's how one-sided that round was going. But Madrimov, I don't know if he was hurt or tired. He came back like a champ.
Well, he had that 5-minute rest after landing the big left hand.
And Eric Walker got beat by 2 men tonight, Madrimov and Gary Ritter.
Here's Jeremiah Gallegos with our score totals.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you here, let's give our fighters a big round of applause. And now we go to the judges' scorecard. Here are the totals. Judge David Sutherland has the bout 116-110. Judge Karen Holderfield sees the bout 116-111. And Judge Jesse Reyes 116-110 for your winner by unanimous decision. And now for a title opportunity, a world championship title opportunity for the WBA. Your winner, and still undefeated from Khiva, Uzbekistan, Israil Madrimov.